You are more beautiful at 60 than you were at 30. And the honest reason why has almost nothing to do with the mirror you are afraid of. If you believe love and confidence are still yours after 50, subscribe. We are building this life together. Picture her for a second. A woman at 60 standing at her mirror before dinner. The dress is already laid out on the bed, warm daylight coming through the window. And for the first time in longer than she can remember, she is not hunting for a single flaw. She just looks, and then she smiles because she finally likes the woman looking back at her. If you have ever stood at a mirror and searched only for what is wrong, this is for you. Stay with me, because here is the ache almost nobody says out loud. For years, she believed beauty was something she was slowly losing. A countdown. Every birthday a little less. Every line a little further from the woman she used to be. Like time was quietly stealing something, and all she could do was watch it go. And I want to be honest with you, the truth is the exact opposite of a countdown. By the end of the next few minutes, I hope you feel it, not just hear it, but feel it, right there in your own chest. So let me take you back to her at 30. And to be clear, she was lovely at 30, smooth skin, all of it. But watch what she was doing at 30. She performed. She shrank her opinions so nobody would find them too much. She laughed at jokes that were not funny. She dressed to be approved of, not to feel like herself. Every mirror check was a question. Is this okay? Am I okay? Will they like me? Beauty back then was a costume, something she put on for other people, and it cost her. Let me give you the small, everyday version because you will know it in a heartbeat. A man asked her out a third time, and she does not want to go. Not even a little, but she says yes anyway. Just to be polite, just so he does not feel bad, just so she does not have to be the difficult one. So there she sits across a restaurant table she does not want to be at, laughing at the right moments, nodding along, quietly disappearing inside her own evening, being agreeable, being liked, and being completely invisible, even to herself. Here's the thing I need you to really take in. The woman who stops auditioning becomes magnetic, not the woman who tries harder. The one who stops trying to pass, because ease is beautiful and anxiety is not. You have felt this in other people. That woman who walks in relaxed in her own skin, not performing for the room. You cannot look away from her. It has nothing to do with her age. So if that agreeable, shrinking woman is who she was at 30, then something must have changed. Because the woman smiling at that mirror at 60 is not performing for anyone. And it did change, but not the gentle way you would expect. Ease was only the surface. Something harder had to break first, because one ordinary afternoon, she finally said one small word she had swallowed her entire life. And the moment it left her mouth, her whole face changed. The word was no. A quiet, guilt-free no to an invitation she did not want said, without a single sorry trailing behind it. That is what changed. For most of her life, no felt dangerous. Say it, and people might stop liking you. So she swallowed it over and over until one ordinary afternoon, she simply let it out, and the whole room did not fall apart. That is the second thing that happened to her. She stopped needing everyone to like her. At 30, being liked was the whole job. She explained every choice, softened every opinion, apologized for taking up space. By 60, she learned her own no, and she stopped explaining it away. Picture it. The phone lights up. An invitation she does not want. And instead of the long, guilty performance, she types a warm, simple no thank you, sets the phone down, and goes back to her tea. No knot in her stomach. No rehearsing the excuse for an hour. Just peace. And then there is the dress. You know the one. The bright red dress she once thought was too much. Too loud. Too bold. Too look at me for a woman her age. For years it hung in the back of the closet, waiting for permission. One evening, she took it off the hanger, put it on, looked at herself, and walked out the door. Not to be noticed, just because it made her feel alive. Here's the quiet secret in all of that. Self-respect gives a face a kind of calm that anxiety never could. When you're not scanning the room for approval, your shoulders drop, your eyes soften, you laugh a beat slower, a beat deeper. That calm, that ease reads as beauty on a woman in a way no perfect skin ever will. The nervous woman is working so hard to be liked, and the calm one is simply there. And people feel the difference before they can name it. Let me pause here for a second, because I want to hear from you. Tell me in the comments where you are on your journey right now and which of these truths you needed to hear today. I read them and honestly, they move me. And if this is landing, subscribe so we can keep going together. Now, back to it, because it gets better. Because there is a third thing, and it is the warmest of all. At 30, she was guarded, braced. She had been let down, and she kept a little wall up, a little tally of who owed her what. At 60, something softer has grown in its place. She has been hurt and healed so she can be kind without keeping score. That is not weakness. That is the strongest thing a heart can do, to break, mend, and choose warmth anyway. And here is what a good, emotionally mature man actually notices. Not a smooth surface, not a flawless, made-up face across the table. He falls for the woman who listens, who laughs from her belly, who makes him feel safe. He leans in over the coffee, and it is her attention, her ease, her real laugh that pulls him closer. Warmth is magnetic. It always was. So she is standing taller now, calm, kind, no longer asking to be chosen. And yet one doubt is still sitting quietly at the back of her mind. The mirror, the lines around her eyes, the gray she finally stopped covering. If beauty is not the surface, if it is the calm and the warmth behind it, then what honestly are we supposed to do about the one thing the whole world told her to be afraid of? So let me tell you the honest truth about that mirror. And about the lines the whole world told you to fight. It is the opposite of everything you were taught, and I need you to hear the real version today. You spent years thinking your face was a thing that could only get worse. A slow leak, a countdown. Somebody sold you that, and it was never true. Those lines around your eyes did not come to ruin you. Look closer. Every single one of them came from a life. A morning you laughed until you had to hold your stomach. A night you sat up holding someone through the worst hours of their life. A whole year you walked through when you were certain you would not make it, and you did. Real beauty was never the smooth skin of a 20-year-old. It is the life behind the eyes. Those lines are the map of everything you survived. And a map like that is not something to hide. It is something to wear. Every year you were alive signed its name on your face. And there is nothing lovelier than that. And here's what that quiet knowing does to a room. Picture yourself walking into a dinner. You are not scanning the faces for who might approve of you. You are just there, warm and easy, no longer asking to be chosen. Simply being yourself. People feel that before they can even explain it. Heads turn softly, and half of those people could not tell you why. That calm, that settled certainty in how you carry yourself. That is what turns heads at 60 in a way a nervous, performing 30-year-old never could. She was still auditioning. You are done auditioning. And ease, real ease, is the most beautiful thing a face can do. So here's your one small thing. And I mean, this week, do one thing purely because it lights you up. And if you already know what it is, that is your aliveness talking. A walk in the sun through a park gone gold under your feet, dancing alone in your kitchen with your eyes closed and nobody watching. A long, slow coffee with the friend who makes you laugh from somewhere deep. That aliveness is the whole secret. It is not a mask you paint on before you leave the house. It is you enjoying your own life. And believe me, it shows on your face. You will feel lighter that same evening. And that lightness is the thing men remember long after. And let me say one honest thing, because I love you far too much to leave it out. If a man rushes you, asks for money, or wants you to become smaller, that is not love. A good man, a truly grown one, will never need you to shrink to fit beside him. So protect your heart, protect your peace. You have earned both, and you owe no one an apology for guarding them. So go back to that same mirror, the one before dinner, where you used to search yourself for flaws. Look again, slowly. You did not lose your beauty. You finally grew into it. Stand tall all the way up. The woman who used to shrink in front of that glass is not the one standing there now. The right man is not looking for the girl you were at 30. He is looking for the woman you have become. The one who knows her own no, who listens without keeping score, who laughs from her belly and means it. And she, my love, is already more beautiful than she has ever been.